Repito lo bueno, mi micro y trinitro tolueno. Si al fin conocemos que esto es finito, te invito a que estemos a solas en mi escrito. El infinito será menos, sumergidos a 1000 metros en el grito de tus miedos. Solo hay eco.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, a tall task for them to win this one. On the road against a much superior team, their margin for error, pretty thin. And in this next one, two intelligent, grizzled rosters going toe-to-toe. Shaq,
Not
with
grizzly
sound effects
rosters.
like that, and two veteran
Grizzled.
teams like this that know the lay of the land. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, patience, working for the shots that you really want. Two teams that tend to value each possession. That's a Grizzly sound, Ernie.
It's
A
grizzled.
grizzly
not-
sound.
You said Grizzly.
He said grizzled.
Oh,
Because of a
grizzled.
couple of grizzled rosters.
Okay, grizzled cheese sandwich. Okay, I got
Grizzled cheese, yeah.
it. Got it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
For grizzle.
But you got to have good fundamentals, Ernie. That's really big. And experience in crunch time. Guys who've been in a position before, they relax. They take great shots. They don't get nervous. That's what I always like.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I got a quick joke for you guys.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. You know why Snoop carries an umbrella?
Why?
For drizzle. Here's Kevin Harlan.
For drizzle.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's interconference time for these Grizzlies as they come in as the visiting team. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And during this streak, guys, one thing you can see on this team is that everybody's role is clearly defined. Every player knows exactly what's expected of them. All the pieces seem to be fitting together perfectly.
No, they're playing amazing right now. And, of course, the challenge is to maintain this level of focus and intensity. Sometimes that's easier said than done.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Memphis head coach David Fizdale spent a long time as an assistant in Miami. He coached the big three of LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh. He said they were incredible leaders and basketball geniuses, so I was very lucky to be a part of that. A lot of my success I owe to that team we had in Miami. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Coach Fizz is certainly an exciting young coach on the rise. Now, we always hear from NBA players that a win is a win. But, Chris, in all honesty, do some wins mean a lot more to players than others during the regular season?
You know, I know it sounds cliche, but not really. That really is the truth. You know, you may have one or two games that mean more, maybe Christmas, maybe against a rivalry, an old player, but you have to understand this. The whole mentality of lasting in this league is not to get too up or too down. If you get too up because you're playing against the Lakers, then, you know, you're going to lose against the Pistons the next night because you're not respecting them the same. You have to respect every team, fear every team the same. And so just circling one in red kind of shows that you're not respecting the next team, which sets up for a letdown. And so I think that's a good practice to have. Every game means the same, but human nature kicks in, and some are going to mean more than others.
It's really interesting. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with McLemore. And it's Evans in at the three. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Conley. It's Evans on the wing. Gasol passes to Evans. Out to Conley. Lets it go with a three. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Thomas. Cavaliers working now with a fresh shot clock. Right side Rose. Dishes to Thomas. Here's LeBron. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. James has got the opening bucket of the night here for the Cavs. And McLemore kicks to Green. Conley against Thomas. Here's the teardrop. It's good.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against a guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
Here is Love. Michael Conley making his last shot. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
Conley with it. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
14 feet away. The kick out to Rose. He tries for three. He can't hit that time.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
Now here's Evans. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's James. Kicks it out to Love. Here's the three. Conley grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Good D by Thompson. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Conley against Thomas. Love kicks to Rose. A three ball. Another miss by Love. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's McLemore. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's James. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Marc Gasol.
Oh, come on. We all know LeBron is used to being fouled, but it's just amazing how he keeps his focus. Such a powerful player.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Now here's McLemore. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 2. And again, Memphis no good.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Now Green, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Evans' shot is good.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Love outside. The dish now to Thomas. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Conley's shot is off.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Here's LeBron. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
You can't give James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
And it's Evans missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From 13, here's Green, fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Thompson, a screen on Evans. LeBron dishes to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Evans passes to Conley. Again, Conley missing.
He's just looked lost on offense, but luckily for him, his teammates have really stepped up in a big way.
Shoots from 12. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Rose. That's 10 points for LeBron.
Now, James loves pulling up immediately off the pass. You can't give him any breathing room, even when the pass is coming his way.
Conley kicks to Evans. Passes it to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. Evans, good. Evans has got 5 now.
Oh, man, just an outstanding first quarter so far for him. He's doing a great job creating space and knocking down open looks.
James dishes to Thomas. Sinks the three-pointer.
Wow, and like all great scores, Thomas never fazed by a little defensive pressure.
Memphis trailing here. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Evans outside. Here's Gasol. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Back to Rose. From 18 feet away. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Pass to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny, take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
Now here's Thomas. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta. And Isaiah Thomas, phenomenal in the pick-and-roll game.
Well, he's one of the best isolation scorers in the league. It's almost impossible to keep him in front of you because he has so many ways to score. He has a low center of gravity. He's quick, and he's not afraid of contact.
And for Isaiah Thomas, it shouldn't have too much of an issue fitting in with the Cavs. I mean, he played AAU with Kevin Love. He can distribute and score. Same role as Irving had when he was with the Cavs.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Crowder comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for LeBron. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Rose. Now here's Ennis with the fadeaway. Unable to get that one.
Well, he got the room he needed by fading away. Just could not drop it from there.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Smith. Frye with the ball. Right's there. Smith for 3. That one, no good. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And really what it comes down to is great players finding ways to make it work. IT has been getting it done for quite some time. Knows he moved into an incredible opportunity with the Cavs.
Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game. Cavaliers leading. Kicks to Crowder and stolen by Wright. And here comes Parsons, leading the fast break. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
Now here's Wade. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And here is Thomas. Wade outside. Clock at 4. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
That's just the vision of Thomas, spotting the open man and delivering the ball on time and on target.
Ennis with the ball. Wade is covering. Harrison passes to Davis. Ennis kicks to Harrison. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, struggled to shoot the basketball in that game, but still found a way, if you will. I mean, they had to pick up the slack in a lot of other areas, and they did.
I'm proud of the way they hustled and essentially gutted out a victory, even though things always weren't going their way.
Here's Harrison. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Davis sets a screen. Here's Ennis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Man, for the Cavaliers, every move they make is going to be under the microscope. When you have the league's most dominant player in LeBron James, it's pressure to make the most of his window.
And for the city of Cleveland, you can't overstate the impact of the Cavaliers' first title back in 2016.
Yeah, a city that had felt cursed in a lot of ways. Now it's been lifted. There's a sense they're back on a level playing field with the rest of the country.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Green's checked in. Cavaliers trailing. Wade outside. Feeds it to Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Outside, Davis. Parsons on the wing. Now Ennis. Right with a screen on Green. Here's Ennis. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Ennis has got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Smith dishes to Wade. Puts up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
Now Green following the miss by Chandler Parsons from deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Thomas. Now here's Wade. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The pass to Smith. And the 3 ball is good. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Harrison kicks to Ennis. Parsons on the wing, covered by Smith. The feed now to Parsons. Goes up with a stripe. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
T. Wade on the wing. Green, the screen, and it's Wade penetrating, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Still Cavaliers ball. Here's Smith. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. They've got Green. Lamont Shumpert's out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Smith, and it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Cavaliers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, David Fizdale was one of the most respected assistant coaches in the league before he took over in Memphis last season. He spent 8 seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played for him. LeBron said he has every quality that would fit a head coach. He's confident in his ability, a great learner, a great communicator. So it was great to see him get the nod, and he's proven so far why he's capable of the job. Kevin?
And an endorsement from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thanks so much. For Cleveland, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And Channing Frye has a game that's more finesse than most guys close to 7 feet. Not a great rebounder, but he's a better defender than some may think.
Now here's Parsons. Outside, Davis. Harrison kicks to Parsons. Wright sets a screen. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Fry. Fry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Smith outside. They kick it out to Green. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Passes it to Harrison. Ennis kicks to Davis. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Harrison. Wright sets a screen. He tries for 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. They kick it out to Green. He feeds it to Smith. Shumpert passes to Wade. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Oh, you knew that Wade was going to have a different role with the Bulls, but I don't think many saw him acting as a three-point threat.
Wade has never been a good three-point shooter in terms of percentages, but when the game's on the line, you know he can knock it down. He had one of his best years in terms of percentages last season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Love's checked in for Fry, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Smith. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol is checked in for Wright. Evans comes in for Deontay Davis. And McLemore, he's checked in for James Ennis. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Harrison. And here are the Cavaliers now after Memphis gets the 3. Rose kicks to Green. And stolen by Parsons. Goes up.
Watch out. Watch out. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Wade misses.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he like that.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Now here's McLemore. Wade is covering. Shots good by McLemore. McLemore's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. Love with the screen on Conley. Rose attacking. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And how about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Now here's Evans. He has 5. Shumpert with the steal. Wade left side. The kick out to Rose. That doesn't go either for Rose. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Evans dishes to Conley. Gasol setting the pick for Evans. And the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the limp to swat that one away.
Rose against Conley. Rose passes to Love. Evans outside. Out to Conley. Lets the three fly. That's in. Coming off the assist from Parsons. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And he'll keep the D honest with his three-point shooting. And when Conley's got that shot falling, it makes him much more effective as an all-around point guard.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Green. James comes in for Shumpert, and it's Carter in for Dwayne Wade. The Grizzlies also making a change. Green's checked in. Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Evans outside. To the inside. Out to Conley. Back to Gasol. He dishes it to Evans. 5 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Evans has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The screen from Thompson. LeBron kicks to Thompson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. They get Marc Gasol. And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
That free throw good from Thompson.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. He kicks it to McLemore. Off target from 3-point range.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
From deep, James. Evans with some nice D. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the first. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And continuity is one thing that lends itself to winning. You see that in Memphis, that their key players in Gasol and Conley, these guys are all getting it done.
And the challenge for the Grizzlies has been finding that 4th or 5th star caliber player, Greg, to push them over the top.
And they've needed a two-way terror on the wing for the longest time here. None of their draft picks or free agent signings have really broken through. And that's what it's going to take if they want to break through in the West.
Now here's James. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Out to Carter. Dishes it to Rose. Pass to Thompson, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from 3-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Gasol screen. Here's Evans. Banked in off the glass. Evans has got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
James dishes to Thompson. James against Evans. Shoots. Evans can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Carter has it in the corner. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 there.
D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, they're too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Now here's James. He's got 10. Thompson, a screen on Evans. 5 on the clock. Back to Rose. Trying his luck deep. Green with the rebound. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's the dish to Evans. Takes it to McLemore. Feeds it to Gasol. Over Thompson. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers trailing. Outside Rose. A 3-ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Rose has got 5 points now this quarter.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
Gasol, a screen on LeBron. Evans attacking. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Over to the wing. Outside Rose. They get the rebound. Love the pass to James. Rose kicks to James. Tries again. The kick out to Rose. Thompson dishes to LeBron. Love outside. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here's Evans. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Right side Rose. Back to James. Beyond the arc. Shot clock reset for Cleveland. Outside Rose. LeBron James on the wing. Thompson, a screen on Evans. LeBron kicks to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Another miss, and you have to wonder if this just isn't his night.
McLemore, the pass to Conley. Gasol dishes to Evans. Back to Gasol. Memphis the rebound. Green kicks to McLemore. There's the pass to Conley. Launches a 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. The feed to Evans. Out to the right wing. And there's McLemore on the assist by Evans. And it's 9 points for Ben McLemore. And Chris, the Sacramento teams you were on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that.
Well, 2 things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You know, you can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are a passer. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat. And all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score, guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into the game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown. Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Parsons checked in for Mike Conley. Davis kicks to Harrison. Davis with a screen on Thomas. Back to Davis. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thompson passes to Crowder. Back to Thompson. Cleveland moving it around. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. For Memphis, they have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. That free throw good from Harrison.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And so he hits both. 19 seconds left in the first half. Here's James. 12 points for him. Crowder a screen on Parsons. James kicks to Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Memphis out in front. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lue. Teron, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just we haven't made shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter largely belonged to them as they took charge of the game and jumped out to a 5-point lead at the break. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Life and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Memphis leading by 5. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with McLemore. And it's Evans in at the small forward. The Cavaliers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. The screen from Thompson. James kicks to Love. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that. You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc. Well, Kevin Love is a great rebounder. We all know that. Very skilled.
Right side Gasol over Thompson. No good from Gasol. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Rose. LeBron kicks to Love. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Gasol against Thompson. And Evans the basket on the assist by Gasol. And it's 13 points for Tyreke Evans.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 12. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And in today's NBA, how about the value in having a guy at the center who has the versatility and the skill set of a Marc Gasol? With his passing and shooting, and he becomes a great zone buster for any team.
And Marc Gasol becoming more aggressive, looking for his own offense.
And I thought at times in the past he was unselfish to a fault. His teammates egged him on, told him you're the best center in the game, go out there and dominate. And now it seems like he's becoming more comfortable in his skin.
James outside. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Back to Thomas. Passes to Rose. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. From downtown. Another miss by LeBron.
They haven't gotten their legs back. Just 1 for 4 to start the second half.
Evans a screen on Rose. McLemore the pass to Green. Gasol dishes to Conley. On the wing, Green. Back to Conley. Over Thomas. Again Memphis.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
To the right side. Love kicks to LeBron. Back to Love. Pass to Rose. Over McLemore. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Derrick Rose.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
Now here's Gasol. He's got 8. Gasol a screen. And the wide open shot from Evans. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, wide open look for Love. They grab their own miss. And Thompson kicks to Love. Love with another miss.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Outside Gasol. Back to Conley. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Conley's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gasol with the steal. Dishes it to McLemore. Up again. It's hauled in by LeBron. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Over in the corner, Rose. Here's Love, and the dunk by Love.
Oh, you got to put a body on Love. He's a menace on the offensive glass. He's outstanding at throwing his weight around.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Iman Shumpert's checked in for Cleveland. Wade comes in for Rose. And the NBA game is evolving, Chris. You know that. And if you were starting back at square one, son, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question. You know, I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. And I remember in the paper they were saying, you know, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post. And so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where a picker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since in most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would have tried to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. You know, when you think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. You know, I don't know what we would ask him except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more because you would have been able to shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have had to prepare any differently.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Parsons is checked in. LeBron kicks to Shumpert. They set the pick. Back to LeBron. Stolen by Conley. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Conley leading the charge. Good on the shot. And now a 12-point Grizzly lead. And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Cavaliers shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. LeBron passes to Love. Wade outside. LeBron against Green. Over Green. Love. No good. Shot missing. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Gasol screen. McLemore with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
For the Cavaliers, Crowder comes in for LeBron. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Wright's checked in for Gasol. Davis comes in for JaMychal Green. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Wade to the paint. Here's Love. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
He's feeling it this half. Total turnaround after a rough first half. Yeah, and Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting gaudy numbers, but he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
Ennis, he's checked in for Memphis. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. Once Kevin figured out when and where to assert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Thomas goes in, and it's right, sending it back. And that one's good. Love.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Harrison kicks to Ennis. Memphis moving that ball around. Out to the right wing. Trying his luck deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Harrison's got 5 points so far.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
Right side, Davis. Parsons outside. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Thomas. Takes it out to Parsons. Goes back up. And that one's good. Right. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And a look here at the shot chart for Evans.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
2 points. That one goes.
Now, he's only shooting 20% to begin this quarter, and you can tell it's beginning to wear on him.
Harrison kicks to Davis. To the wing on the left. Here's Harrison. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. Harrison's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Memphis. Wade outside. It's stolen by Ennis. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity over Wade. Good D by Wade.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
And the Grizzlies leading by 18. Now here's Parsons. He has 6. Pass to Harrison. He feeds it to Ennis. Here's Harrison. Wade is covering. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 10. Back to Wade. 6 to shoot. Crowder, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
That foul's got to be a lot harder than that if you're going to try to prevent Crowder from scoring there. Well, you see a lot of hard-nosed players coming out of Marquette. You know, Jay Crowder certainly falls in that category. 6'6", 235. I mean, he's just a brick wall. Not a guy you want to tangle with.
And Crowder said he wasn't always in such great shape, Chris. He was actually overweight, he says, in high school.
He has a great father who was a pro player, and his father helped him train. I mean, he lost all that bad weight and kept that good muscle.
Smith kicks to Wade. Crowder is screen on Davis to the inside and stolen by Wright. Fast break Memphis. Here's Parsons. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Outside Thomas. Count it. Thomas got 12.
Well, never shy about going inside. Thomas may be small, but he doesn't let that stop him.
Harrison kicks to Ennis. Parsons on the wing, covered by Smith. Parsons against Smith, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Rose comes in for Isaiah Thomas. The Grizzlies also making a change. Evans, he's checked in for James Ennis. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now, here's Wade. Outside Rose, 6 on the shot clock. Smith kicks to Rose. The offensive rebound. And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one misses. Evans against Rose. Davis sets a screen. And here's Evans outside. The shot missing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Jay Crowder out there with Thompson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Rose, and it's Smith in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Thompson dishes to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Rose has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Cavs. Evans kicks to Davis. Parsons outside. Memphis moving that ball around. There's the pass to Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. Wright sets a screen. Shoots off the screen. And Wright throws it down hard.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
But that's all about going back to the fundamentals. Defensive rebounding, you got to have it, especially when you're getting whacked.
Memphis leading by 14. Parsons passes to Harrison. To the paint. Kicks it out to Evans. Parsons outside. Passes it to Harrison. From downtown, Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 16th rebound on the night. In the corner, Smith with it. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Evans kicks to Davis. Evans outside. No good. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 14. In the corner, Crowder with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's worked a lot of this three-point shot. Crowder makes enough where it has to be on.
Evans kicks to Davis. Evans outside. Wright sets a screen. Expanding his range. They get it again, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. Memphis also making some changes. Marcus All comes in for Brandon Wright, and it's Mike Conley in for Deontay Davis. Evans goes in, and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
You got to respect the physicality of Evans. Excellent at drawing contact on his way up.
And Tyreek Evans has always been a productive player when he's been on the floor. He can initiate the offense and step, it seems, into any spot on the perimeter. But he's been dealing, Chris, with injuries that have kept him from doing what he does best the past few seasons.
Yeah, hopefully he can avoid the injury bug going forward, Kevin. I mean, Evans has never been able to play 80 games in a season. It's a shame because you just see how productive he is when healthy.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now here's Evans. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Evans dishes to Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Funny, for so long, Brother Powell was thought to have the much better career, but Mark has made the gap between them all the more closer.
And with Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love, the Cavs have some elite offensive rebounders, able to create extra offensive possessions.
Well, their offensive rebounding rate fell off quite a bit last season, from 9th best to 20th. I mean, they just got smaller without Mozgov and some of the other 7-footers they have, and other teams prepared for them.
Now Conley, following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Conley kicks to Evans. Good-looking screen by Gasol. On the wing, Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Well, the game looks like it's starting to wear on them. Unable to get out, defend the perimeter, unfocused. This is a bad sign.
Now here's McLemore following the miss by Derrick Rose. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
Green passes to Conley. And the rejection by Smith. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the dunk by James.
Oh, I love seeing James take over the game. I mean, a ferocious scorer who can flat out light it up.
And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Gasol a screen. Inside. The putback, and Gasol able to finish.
What a total 180-degree turn here. He wasn't making anything in the first half, but he looks like a totally different player now in the second half.
Now here's Rose. The kick out to Crowder. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crowder's got 9 points here in the second half.
And with his feet set, Crowder can definitely hurt you from long range.
Offside Gasol. Over Thompson. Off the left rim and out. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And here is LeBron. A second chance effort. Smith kicks to Crowder. Rose dishes to LeBron. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 6th assist on the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that one is good. 16 points for Marc Gasol.
Excellent inside move. He beats the defense to the punch.
Conley against Smith. Rejected by Gasol. Now Conley. Green left side. And JaMychal Green, and drafted out of Alabama, played a few seasons in the D-League, Greg, but in his 3rd season, a full-time starter in the league with Memphis.
And the Grizzlies like his ability to space the floor from that power forward position. It shows you where the game is going. Face-up skills and mobility coveted at that 4 spot.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love comes in for Crowder, and Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Smith. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. There's the dish to Conley. Gasol a screen. Elbow shot. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
He has come out strong to begin this half and has really found his stroke.
LeBron kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
You love seeing James distribute the ball. It shows that he really has a focus for getting his teammates involved.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Conley the pass to McLemore. Conley kicks to Gasol. Green the screen. Gasol inside, working on Thompson, and Gasol gets it to go.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
The screen from Thompson. Evans against LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Conley against Thomas. Green the screen. Conley kicks to Green. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Conley against Thomas. Conley kicks to Evans. Gasol a screen. There's a good screen. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And finished off by LeBron.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Here is Conley. He dishes it to Gasol. Thomas against Conley. Back to Gasol. Outside Conley. Clock at 6. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Now here's McLemore outside. Nice D from Rose.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Thompson is a super confident guy, prepared to shoot immediately off the pass.
Memphis leading by 12. Evans with it. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2009, won Rookie of the Year.
Averaged 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists right off the bat. And it's been about the injuries in terms of what's held him back. If he can stay healthy, and that's a big if, the talent is obvious.
Now, here's Thomas. Love outside. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm sure the D has no issue whatsoever with him taking those threes, but he isn't hitting anything from out there.
Out left to the wing. Conley dishes to Gasol. Over Thompson. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Thomas kicks to Love. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 16 points for Kevin Love.
And sometimes Love is unguardable, has an incredible form on his jump shot. Not being distracted that time by the D.
And McLemore kicks to Evans. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Off the screen. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Well, the Cavaliers shooting fairly well in the 4th, around 48%. Here's LeBron. Gasol with the defensive effort.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
Now here's McLemore. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
That's why McLemore is out there. The way he opens up the floor with his outside shooting is huge for this team.
Outside Thomas. On the wing, James. Over Evans. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. LeBron's got 22.
And James is an efficient mid-range scorer. When the D isn't up on him, he's going to school him.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Well, that's just a lack of communication. 2 guys just not on the same page.
We've got 1:28 left in the game. The screen from Thompson. Over Evans. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
He's showing good hustle. I mean, a little too much hustle, though. I mean, you got to dial it down just a little bit.
And the Grizzlies enjoying the longest stretch of sustained success in franchise history. Greg's 7 consecutive seasons making the postseason.
And this group has gotten as far as the Western Conference Finals. And a lot to be said for that consistency. But, of course, everyone's in this for the rings. Interesting to see where they go from here to turn the corner into a true contender. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Memphis.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Marc Gasol.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Here's Harrison. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Tariq, what was the focus tonight going into the game?
Playing hard, we had a meeting today as a team, and we just wanted to come in here and play hard because energy, that's where it starts from, and we did a great job that tonight.
Team meetings usually a sign of trouble, but it led to a win in your case tonight. Congrats, Tariq. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.